Hey, this is Stevie D, and you're watching That Just Happened. Yeah.
Hey guys, what's going on? It is Front Row Joe with That Just Happened. We bumped into Stevie D of Buckcherry at the Culture Room in Fort Lauderdale. Stevie D, how you doing?
How are you?
Yeah.
Nice to see everyone. Thank you for coming.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being here. I want to jump right into the new record, Hellbound.
Yes, sir.
I know that previous interviews you said that you guys just wanted to make a record with good songs on it.
Yeah.
But how do you know that you got a good song? And more so, how do you know you got 10 good songs to round out a CD?
Well, what we were after initially, a lot of people will say, you know, you got to chase this or you want to achieve this for this next record. And my philosophy on that is chasing something never works, you know. So our intention with this was to just write the best music that we could. And at the end, we had close to 30 songs. And our manager and our producer, Marty Fredrickson, kind of culled the 30 and whittled it down to 10 or 12, and 12 or 10. And from there, we realized we had a cohesive, consistent body of work that worked for just one album, you know.
Yeah, fantastic. And you know, because of the pandemic, you guys had a year or so to do this, right?
Yeah, probably more. The quarantine happened in March, right? And Josh saw the writing on the wall right away, and he was like, okay, we're going to stop touring on the Warpaint album, and let's start writing and get busy, because that's what he needs to be doing. He needs to be busy in order to not go crazy. So we started demoing, and by September, I think we had 20-some songs, and then we flew down to Nashville to write with. We tried Zoom writing, you know, through the internet. And it just wasn't the same. I mean, we could get some stuff done, but there was no vibe happening. So we flew down to Nashville, and we kind of wrote with, you know, 6 feet apart with masks on, because we didn't know at that time what was going on. So, but anyway, we wrote 5 songs in 6 days, which is huge for us. And
so you really didn't need that whole year, or did you?
I mean, it was good for us. You know, we were fine-tuning our songwriting language with each other. We got reacquainted with Marty, which was really great. So, yeah, it was a great experience. The silver lining in that 2020 was we came up with a great album, and we all got to be with our families at the same time. So.
All right, the bonus, bonus for sure. So it's very obvious. Hellbound, the lead track, has a lot of AC/DC influence in it.
It does. Get out of here! No. Yeah.
And
I mean, it's no secret that we love AC/DC. We've been heavily influenced by AC/DC. We love the Rolling Stones. We love Aerosmith. You know, we're a rock and roll band. You know, and we love rock and roll.
You can't get more rock and roll than AC/DC.
Yeah, that's the pinnacle for us. Yeah. You know.
And speaking of that, and I couldn't find any other information, so I've got to ask you this: your white Gibson SG looks to have a autograph on it.
It does. It's got a. It was accidentally signed by my singer, but that's a whole nother story. It was left in the front lounge with a bunch of guitars to be signed. And anyway, he walked by, signed all the guitars, and wrote on my guitar. Anyway, that's a Max SG, actually. It was custom made for me, and Angus Young signed it, I think, like 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's He's the king.
Yeah. I love it. You guys have added to Buckcherry a vet in the world from Jetboy, Billy Rowe. What kind of dynamic has he brought to the group?
Man, Jetboy is the guitar player's guitar player. He not only builds guitars and a luthier, a fantastic luthier, and relics guitars. He works out of North Hollywood, but he's also he's a veteran of the rock and roll, the Hollywood rock and roll scene. So in a way, he's royalty. So to get him to play with us was amazing. So, but he covers the guitar, this part of the spectrum that I don't. He plays slide. He's great with open tunings, and he's the Malcolm to my Angus. You know what I mean? So
that's awesome. So you can't play.
I'm not saying I'm Angus. I'm just saying we complement each other well, more than most. Right. So.
Yeah, I love it. One thing I got to mention is in less than a week, you guys are hopping on a big boat and playing on Monsters of Rock. We're going to be there, so we're going to see you there. Excited about that. Is this first time being on a boat playing something like this?
No, we've not. Well, Monsters of Rock, yes, but we've been on Shipwreck several times, and also Josh and I were on a boat. That's where we met our tour manager. We were doing Josh Todd and the Conflict, but we're really looking forward to this. Alice Cooper, the Choir Boys, Tom Kiefer, so some classic dudes.
Kicks,
Winger. Brian Forsyth, can I just tell you how excited I am? I'm supposed to do a jam with him and play some Aerosmith, Chip Away.
Oh, nice.
With him, John Corabi, a few other guys. But yeah.
So what are you most excited about something like this as a band member that is playing on the ship? What do you look forward to in something like this, like a music cruise?
It's a atmosphere that is pretty low key, but the music venues are totally professional. So it's hard to explain, but the vibe is nothing but fun, and everyone's having a good time. It's about everyone's just cool, and and you get to play music. I'm sorry.
743?
Huh?
Oh, he needs to unlock it. Do it again, right?
Okay, that's fine. We got it.
Oh.
Edit and action.
And yeah, so it's kind of a preview. The Monsters of Rock is kind of a preview to what's happening after you get off the boat, which is opening up or touring with Alice Cooper.
Yes, sir. For March and April, we'll be opening for the legendary Alice Cooper, Tommy Hendrickson and the boys and girls.
Yeah, Anita Strauss, Ryan Roxy.
Yeah, Glenn Sobel.
Mm-hmm.
All rocking out. I can't wait. I think the bill, sonically, music-wise, sound-wise, it's a bill that makes sense for us.
And you're gonna play some pretty big spots too.
I don't know the venues, but I'm the last guy to know. We usually show up, and I play this game. We're like, what city are we in today? But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Well, last question. On your Instagram, I saw you, speaking of, guitar guys, saw you playing with Richie Cochran.
Yeah.
Can you go?
He's going to be on the boat.
Yeah.
Legend. He came up, we've been friends for a long time. He's friends with a common friend of our, Pedrick. Hi, Pedrick, if you're watching this. And he has this barbecue every year, maybe several times during the summer, and we all just show up and play basketball and swim and bring our kids, and But anyway, we've seen him at shows, and we're huge fans of his career. And we just said, hey, you know, like if you're in town, you know, come on out, rock out, and he did, you know, so pretty intimidating, you know, like to have that guitar god come up there but we gave him the lane and he shredded, you know. Yeah,
that's a lot of fun. So we talked off camera about your That Just Happened moment. Of course, that's the name of the outfit.
Yeah.
What That Just Happened moment sticks out in your brain?
You know, you know, Josh did that moment and with a crazy a biker rally that we played.
We're leaving the show in the bus, and there was some dude in his cowboy hat and cowboy boots and nothing else, getting a blowjob, waving goodbye to us.
A few years back, I grew up in Chicago, and some of my heroes were Cheap Trick. And with several bands that I came up playing with, we had opened for them. Fast forward to, I think it was around 2015 or 2017, that we were playing, what's the festival in Ohio? Or Welcome to Rockville, or one of those. And Uncle Rick asked me and Keith to come up and play Surrender. Okay. And it was for a stadium, like 50,000 people. And so for a Chicago kid to grow up, play a stadium filled, you know, at the headliner spot with Cheap Trick, was a dream come true. So that was my That Just Happened moment.
Right.
You know, I was high on that for months. You know, I still post about it today. You know, like, you know, at least once a year. Like, oh yeah, just in case you forgot, I did that.
Yeah.
You know,
milk it for all it's worth.
Right.
I love it. Well, Stevie D, thank you so very much.
Seeing you.
Guys, again, Stevie D, Buckcherry, and That Just Happened.
That just happened.